Good morning, guys, and you can see the globe there. You can tell that we're not in Orlando, and that is right, we are here in Hollywood. We are going to do the VIP tour today, and then we're also going to HHN tonight, so got a super fun day planned today. It is pretty early here. It's not too early. I think it's 9:46 here. I believe, no, 8:46. But you can see the arches there. Pretty darn cool. Like I said, we are here to do the VIP tour, so we're going to go see if we can check in for a little bit and just kind of wait around. So, but you can see the arches here, that little money shot right there, pretty nice. Although it still cracks me up. Things are just so scaled down here in California. They just don't have the room that Orlando's got. But anyways, pretty cool shot nonetheless. Now, this will be our first time doing the VIP tour, and it'll be our first time doing Halloween Horror Nights tonight, so it'll be very interesting to see what happens with that. Anyways, we are going to go over to VIP check-in, see what we can do. Anyways, see you guys in a second. Alright guys, so we did make our way into the VIP lounge. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. But anyways, they do have plenty of stuff here. It's actually really nice. You can come in. You come in from the VIP check-in, which the check-in is right next to the entrance. As you're coming in the main gate, over by Will Call and the guest services, there is a little VIP section. You can't miss it. It'll say VIP on it. And then you come up into the lounge and you wait for your tour guide. And they actually scheduled us on an earlier tour, so we don't have to wait around as long, which is really nice. But this is the lounge. We had a pretty like continental type breakfast, but a pretty nice little place here. But yeah, you go, they got a little nook over here with basically just pastries, little sandwiches, stuff like that. Pretty cool. So right now we're just waiting. We got onto the 9:15 tour, so we're just waiting right now for that to develop, and then we'll be right back with you guys. So pretty cool so far. Alright guys, so the tour has started. We are heading over to do the studio tour, the special VIP buses. Our tour guide Kevin doing an awesome job so far. Seems like a really awesome dude. But we are headed over to the buses, so see you there. Well, I'm feeling ultra privileged today. We just walked right past the whole group, so pretty cool. So it always feels nice when you're in a VIP type experience. So we are walking through Springfield right now, and it's pretty awesome. Always awesome to be in the park when it actually isn't open. But this kind of stuff cracks me up. Just the difference between Orlando Universal and this Universal, just the difference in space. They really have so limited space to work with here. It just makes me appreciate how big the Orlando park is. But just kind of funny. But anyways, we are headed to the buses, so see you guys there. Always an excellent view from up here. Alright guys, so we just came out of the set of the NBC sitcom Superstore. That was actually really awesome. It was like a completely, we couldn't film or take pictures in there, but it was like a full retail store inside the soundstage. It was awesome. So this tour is already shaping up pretty awesome. The fact that we got to get off and look at that, so pretty sweet. Alright, we're moving on.
Alright. I'm so glad you mentioned that very specific question about where the other sets are, because I'm a huge fan of the show, and I've been here since the start of the new season. So I was thinking of bringing the Pitch Perfect film series to the big screen. Right next to it, the Alfred Hitchcock bungalow, $51.95. That was Mr. Hitchcock's bungalow in the 50s, starting with his television show, Alfred Hitchcock Presents. But it wasn't his film office until after the release of Psycho, when his deal at Paramount ended, and he decided that Universal was a much better place to work with. So, he moved here from, let's see, after the release of The Birds, all the way up until his death. That was his office for film and television around the world. Now these buildings here on your left, they're actually two sound stages for two of our sound stages. One of them is for the TV show I Feel Bad, which also airs tonight, Thursday night on NBC. Great. And the other one is for Will and Grace, which is another show that is also airing tonight. So there's all four shows in our comedy block that airs Thursday nights filmed here on Universal property. So it's kind of exciting stuff. Now we gave you guys those 3D glasses for a very specific reason, which is that we are heading into Skull Island, courtesy of Oscar-winning director Peter Jackson.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to direct movies. I saw that movie on TV.
One over to the left here, we'll show a couple of our most well-known picture cars. Now, one of my favorites is the Ferrari, which just recently made its return to television on the remake of Magnum P.I. It may not be the same, but it's fun. It's fun.
I'm sure it's fun.
It's fun. It's fun. But I think once you really just accept the fact that it will never be the original because it does not have Tom Selleck in it, it's actually quite entertaining. I was against it until I finally saw it, and I'm like, they're not even really trying to be. Okay, great. That's okay. That's great. Yes, several cars from the Flintstones film from 1994, starring John Goodman, Rick Moranis, Elizabeth Perkins, Elizabeth Taylor, Rosie O'Donnell, Halle Berry, and Colin McLaughlin. Yeah, I ran through the entire cast. I loved that movie when I was a kid. Oh, look, we got the cars from Fast and Furious and the gyrosphere from Jurassic World. Take a close look at the gyrosphere, by the way. Notice the pink dots on it? Yeah, those are tracking markers, digital tracking markers for the digital effects artists. Because at no point did that actually have real glass on it. In every shot, it's digital glass. I was a little upset when I first heard that. I was like, what? They lied to me? And they told me why. Because the actors need to breathe. Oh yeah, small detail. Yes, digital glass for the production there. Jurassic Park has really become one of our longest running and most popular franchises after being dormant for a while there. When the return of Jurassic World came about, it was epic. But in my opinion, nothing beats the original.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Yep, that's a classic. So we are in the heart of Jurassic Park, you guys. On your left and right hand side, you'll see set pieces from the films. Specifically this one, coming up here on your left, the Mobile Labyrinth. That was used in the second movie in the franchise, starring Jeff Goldblum, Julianne Moore, and Vince Vaughn. In this scene from the movie. Now, if you take a look at the Mobile Labyrinth here on your left, you'll notice that it's actually not made out of metal. What gives? It's made out of plywood. It's painted to create weather effects for movies and TV shows. It's just me, or is it every time someone's about to get eaten in the Jurassic Park movie, it is raining? It happens every time. I'm like, when you see the rain, someone's going to get eaten in a Jurassic Park movie. So we create that effect. We have strobe lights to create the lightning effect. We've got hidden speakers to create the sound of the thunder. And a high-tech system known as sprinklers to create the rain effect. Now you can see where the rain is coming from if you look at the telephone poles or the gutters here. I'm sorry, the roof. It's not raining on our vehicle, but if you point your camera in either direction, it looks like it's raining because your camera only has one eye. This particular area here on your left was used in one of my favorite episodes of the HBO series Entourage, where they would... Oh my God, there's a flash flood. That's not good. Not see this coming. You guys are gonna get wet. Look out, here it comes. Oh my goodness, no! So you guys have seen the classic film Big Fat Liar. They also filmed a sequence there, as you can see on your screens. Yes, you might be noticing some of the production going on here on your left. the New York Film Academy.
What are they filming?
I don't know exactly what they're filming, but they're film students. So what they're doing is the New York Film Academy actually has a deal with our studio to have their students come here and learn what it's like to film on an actual backlot set. It's a really, really great training scenario for them.
But they do have the mechanical shark elevated up out of the water. You can see it right over here down the way, and you can see the mechanical shark. An excellent example of how we do mechanical effects here in this town. Because back in the 1960s and 70s, when we made movies like Earthquake and Jaws, we didn't have CGI back then. So in the spirit of those movies, we've kept them as mechanical effects here on our lot. So it's kind of cool that you get to see the inner workings of Jaws. And you're actually seeing it at its best there, honestly, because on the set, the mechanical shark never worked. At least ours does, right? In fact, at one point during the filming of Jaws, it flipped over on its back and sank to the bottom of the ocean. The crew started calling the movie Flaws instead. Yeah, so that just goes to show, just because you had a bad time on set doesn't mean you have a bad movie. Alright, now we're headed up the hill past our Wisteria Lane sets, aka Colonial Street. That was where Desperate Housewives filmed for 8 seasons. Was it 8 seasons or 6? I can never keep that. Oh. That's not supposed to be there. There's no license plate or drive on pass or anything. Kevin, is that your car?
I wish. You know I don't drive that.
You know what? I think I better call this into security, guys. Sorry about this. Give me just one quick second.
Studio tour. Looks like we might have an issue.
Okay.
I'm patching you into Agent Novak from the FBI.
The FBI? What?
I'm sorry to interrupt your fun, but we've got video surveillance on that Charger you all saw.
Okay.
We ran it through the system, and the driver has been positively identified as Dominic Toretto.
Uh-oh.
I've been tracking this guy for a while. He's a hardened criminal. He's likely armed, and he's definitely dangerous. My man and I are on our way to apprehend him right now. If you see him, don't be a hero. Don't engage him. Just keep a safe distance and report any further sightings to studio security immediately. We'll handle it from there.
Yes, sir, Agent Novak. Wow, I didn't realize we were going to make a federal case out of an illegally parked car. Sorry about this, guys. Back to the tour in progress. Welcome now to Whoville. From Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, starring Jim Carrey and Christine Baranski. These are the original sets from the movie. Here's a quick scene that was shot right here at this pink house in front of you. Take a look. This is Christine Baranski's character Martha May Huvier using the magical light gun to shoot all the Christmas lights onto her house. Watch this effect, guys. Look at that. That looks really cool. How did they do that? They didn't use computer-generated imagery. I'll tell you that much.
Reverse filming?
That is correct. Very good. They had the lights already up on the house. The gun pulled them off into the gun, and then they simply reversed the footage. Which I think is pretty clever, if you think about it. Sadly, they crash site from Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds, starring Tom Cruise and Dakota Fanning. And yes, this is a real airplane. It is a Boeing 747 that was purchased just for this scene and came from a plane graveyard in the Mojave Desert. It cost about $60,000 just to purchase the plane. And then they had to get it here to the lot from Mojave. Now normally that's about a 5-hour drive if you're going in your regular car. But these guys, they had to ship on the back of big flatbed trucks. That cost $200,000 and took 14 hours of continuous driving per truck. Yeah, it's a long day behind the wheel of a truck with an airplane on the back. It took about 6 weeks to put all of this together. That includes bringing in all the debris, the plane, tearing it up, making sure the houses over here on the right were all busted up. And then it took about 3 days of principal photography to do the coverage that they needed here. In the end, this set is only seen in the final cut of the movie for 4 minutes and 22 seconds. I timed it. Got out my little stopwatch on my phone and did the thing. 4 4 minutes of finished footage. Amazing if you think about it. Now, as we pull forward here a little further...
This is Agent Novak with an FBI alert about individuals who are not authorized to be involved in the...
Actually, before we do that, I do want to talk a little bit more about this amazing backdrop. This is the pond that we fill up with water. And you'll notice that the wall has kind of a little mini wall in front of it. We discovered when we first made this effect that if we let the water go right up to the wall, it would make waves against it, and it would ruin the illusion that it was the actual sky. So by putting that little kind of breaker in front of it, it kept things a little more neutral, and it kept the waves from hitting the back of the wall and made it look more realistic. Did you guys see Sully this last year?
Yeah.
There was a great scene where they crashed the plane in the Hudson.
Yeah.
That was done right here. They filled it up with water and put the plane in there, so everything, the plane itself was real, the water was real, and the actors standing on the wings of the plane were all real. But anything that you saw city skyline-wise in the background was projected on that blue screen in post-production. Yeah, and the reason we use that deep color blue or that bright searing green that you might have seen before on a green screen, it's kind of like this color on this gentleman's shirt here in the front, but maybe a little bit brighter. Basically, we try to pick colors that do not appear in the human skin tone, because we don't want to accidentally erase people when we do the digital effects. There's actually a great...
Alright guys, so we are about to head into the prop house. The first part of the tour, we're not supposed to be filming, taking pictures or anything, so I'll film what I can if I can. If not, I'll see you guys on the outside.
Same amount of time as King Kong.
All right, so Beth and Kevin's group, last looks for photos, and then we're heading back out to our trolley.
So we didn't get to film too much in there, just a little bit. It's understandable. They have things on hold in there for new productions that are coming out, so you can't, film that kind of stuff. It's just, I understand, it's just part of the business. But pretty cool. Got to see some stuff. Like I was talking with my dad about, it kind of reminds me of just like Universal's a giant hoarder that just hoards a bunch of stuff so they can make money off the stuff that they hoard. So it's honestly, it's a great business model, because they were talking about how they actually get stuff for free because, productions finish up, they wrap up, and they need to get rid of their stuff. And Universal gladly takes it so they can rent it out later in the future. It's pretty cool. So we're getting back on the bus and heading out. And my dad brought up a good point. They said they filmed some of the original Dracula stuff on that hill right there, the opening scene. So, pretty cool. But we are getting back on the bus here, so I'll be back with you guys in a second. So we are stepping over here, going back in time to Back to the Future. This is the actual courthouse that was used. Of course, it looks a lot different. Of course, it looks a lot different than it used to when the filming was done. But this place, this is the actual courtyard. Back to the Future 2, I used it, I believe. Same with the first one. Pretty darn cool. Always thought about when we were riding the tour in the past, we seen these people walking around, and now we are the people walking around. It's kind of funny. Pretty darn cool.
Where the paint is kind of peeled off, you can see what's underneath there. Hand paint these and then literally staple them onto our sets. Sometimes that means you get these little bubbles. Go ahead and give it a tap, guys. That's fine. Yes, touch it. What big city is that? It's supposed to be New York. It's supposed to be Chicago. it's supposed to be Los Angeles. It's supposed to
Okay.
be anywhere that has a metropolitan kind of feel. That's why we call these the metropolitan sets. So it doesn't have to be one specific city, but with the right set decoration it can. It was Chicago and the Blues Brothers. It was New York in the 1940s for Captain America. It was modern day Los Angeles for Transformers. It was modern day New York for How I Met Your Mother. It was modern day New York for Gone Girl. This is actually the heart of the backlot. Most filmmakers that rent from us rent this chunk of the street. We're really lucky that we're able to film to visit out here right now, because if they were actively filming, we would not be able to do all this. In fact, when Gone Girl was filming here, we had to all sign non-disclosure agreements.
Alright guys, so we did just get off of the VIP experience tour. Awesome as far as the studio portion. Now we are still in a group. We're going to be doing all the attractions with the VIP experience. So, and then we also are doing lunch too, so which is really nice. So anyways, we're going to continue the tour. I'm probably not going to film us going around riding the rides and stuff. So the next time I see you guys will probably be at the lunch. Anyways, see you guys. It'll only be a second for you.
Hero! Pull it up! Way to go, you killed my plane. And you think you won? I got your woman and I killed your friends. So who's gonna stop me now? You? I don't think so. You don't have a leg to stand on. Yes! I, Deacon of Waterworld, celebrate the birth of a new nation. Dryland is my destiny!
Ha! Deacon!
What? No, 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 no! I'm taking you with me!
Okay! Get the gate!
I knew I should have stayed on dry land. Myrna, hurry! The fuel tank's gonna blow. We're not gonna make it.
And so the Deacon's threat has ended, and civilization may start anew on dry land, while the mariner roams the 4 points of the compass on the endless seas of Waterworld.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cast of Waterworld.
Thank you very much!
45 feet straight down into that water. Who wants to try?
Okay, first hand is hit in the red. Come on, your light's on fire. We're just kidding. We're not doing lights on fire.
His parents didn't even care.
No, they're like, go for it.
Yeah, we got another one.
All right, guys, that's all the information we have for you. Do you have any questions for us before you head out? Yes. When is our birthday?
October 21st.
October 19th?
19th.
Oh, it's so
October
soon.
19th.
Cool,
That
we'll
was
be
the
here.
21st.
We have a cake? Yes. Yeah. Has anything ever gone wrong? No, we're perfect. Next question. It is a live stunt show. Things do happen. A lot of times in our busy seasons when we're doing like 10 shows a day, sometimes our jet skis don't want to work with us, boats die, little things like that. We do have alternate sequences for anything that could happen in our show. So we'll move on to the alternate sequence. Show goes on. Hopefully you guys never know. How long have I been here? I'm on my 6th year.
Double that.
12. Lawn, 23. Yeah. Yes. Nick, take it away.
Well, we have large propane tanks that are situated backstage. Those propane tanks have lines attached to them that run along the bottom of the pool. The lines are perforated. Our special effects technician will fill the lines with gas. Gas will flow to the surface of the water because it's less dense. We have igniters that merely ignite the gas as it breaks the surface of the water.
That's his first time ever answering that.
It's a large underwater barbecue.
Pretty much. All right, any last dying questions before we... Okay, one last one up there. Do I? Yeah, I do. He used to be a mariner. All right, guys, thank you so much for seeing the show. Have a great day, Universal Studios.
All right, guys. So we just, as you've seen there, we got out of Waterworld. We did the little kind of behind the scenes there at the end. We got stayed after with because of the VIP Express. They did a little Q&A and stuff. So super cool. The show's awesome as always. Love the finale. Just an awesome show. It's up there with Fantasmic for me. But we are headed over to do some more rides, so I'm not going to film much of that. That's just, you know, normal procedure. But wanted to say we kind of skipped on y'all guys. I didn't mean to, but the lunch was fantastic. All the food was great. So awesome. If you're worried about the food, if you do the VIP experience, don't worry about it at all. It's just awesome. Good stuff. So like I said, we are going to do more rides, but I did have to show you guys a little bit of Waterworld because it is one of my favorite shows. Anyways, see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so the tour has concluded and we are now just kind of hanging out waiting for HHN to start, but I will make that a separate video, so that is going to be 2 different videos. I'm running a little low on battery, so I'm not sure exactly how much I'm going to film of HHN. I'll probably do the scare zones and whatnot. I'm not going to film the houses because I really don't like when people do that anyways, even though they do let you film in the houses here. But like I said, that is the end of the tour. Super highly recommended. If you got the extra cash, it is a pretty penny. I think it was like $700-800 for my dad to do, my dad and I to do that. And that's just, you know, one day or whatever. So it's not cheap, but I think it was worth it. It'd probably be a one-time thing for us, but it was definitely worth doing. I think it was, you know, once in a lifetime experience, I believe. But had a great time. Our tour guide Kevin was awesome. Just super props to him. Did awesome for us. We got to ride every single thing except for Transformers, but that was because we chose not to ride Transformers. So awesome. I think it's worth it. I think it has this good value to it. So anyways guys, like I said, this is going to be the end of this video, but look forward to part 2 of this Hollywood trip. We will be going to HHN tonight, so look forward to that video coming up after this one. Anyways, as always, you can follow me on my Instagram at Daily Theme Park Photos. You can also follow me on Coaster Nerds on Facebook. We do all kinds of park coverage from the United States and the UK. So check us out on there if you want to keep up with news in the industry. Anyways guys, that is going to do it. Awesome VIP experience. Highly recommended. If you have any questions about it that I may be able to answer, just leave them in the comments below and I'll try to get back with you and give you as most accurate response as I can. Anyways guys, thanks for watching. I really do hope you guys enjoyed. Have a fantastic day.